Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session. Children, in the last class, we were learning about the Europe and its diversities, and we also have seen the discovery of sea routes in order to connect Europe with the remaining parts of the world. So I asked you to write about the discoveries of sea routes by these Europeans, but most of you have presented it in a brief. You can write n number of discoveries made by the Europeans. You know, children, one secret. Almost all the continents on the globe were discovered by them, by these Europeans only, because they had very good knowledge of shipping. Shipbuilding industry, they have the skill, and even the voyages they conducted. Voyage in the sense the traveling on the ship on a sea is called as voyage. So expeditions were conducted by these Europeans only, Portuguese, Dutch, Britishers, French. These all people had very good skill of shipbuilding and shipping. For that reason, they had discovered sea routes which connect Europe with the other parts of the world. As part of that, I discussed and I shared with you yesterday about Columbus. But you did not mention, some of you did not mention even about the Columbus. Columbus actually had traveled towards the western side, feeling that anyhow it is globe is round in shape. So from the west side when you travel, you will reach to India. But what they have discovered, you know it very well. So they had discovered a big, large continent which is not America on the western side, which is not India on the western side, and later they named it as America, North America, because before Columbus, it was Amerigo Vespucci who traveled on the western side and reached the place called as West Indies. Actually, he traveled to find out India, but he reached another island on the western side. And because the people were looking black, okay, and the region is not India, and he came in search of India, so he named that island as West Indies. And from that island, Columbus had reached to the bigger continent called as the North America. So this is how North America has come into existence. And later, a sailor called as Magellan, he traveled around the world. Okay, from western side, he crossed the Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, and again he came back to the Europe. So he went around the globe. And there are many other people like Livingstone who discovered the interior part of Africa, because only northern part of Africa is known to Europe, not the southern part. So the northern part of Africa is known, but whereas southern part is not known. Interior part of Africa is thickly forest area. So these all things were discovered by people like Livingstone and Stanley, and Australia was discovered by Thomas Cook. So there are many sailors who spent their entire life in discovery of these new areas. This is what I asked you to write down, children. But you have simply written Vasco da Gama discovered India in 1498. That is not the story of discovery of sea routes by the Europeans. Europeans had a great skill of mapping skills are there, and they also had the skill of shipbuilding. With these two things, with the help of these two things, they had discovered these all areas. Today, we learn about the Industrial Revolution in Europe. You know, children, Industrial Revolution. What is Industrial Revolution, children? What do you mean by Industrial Revolution? That means establishment of more industries for the production of goods in a large scale. Generally, in the ancient days, the production of goods used to take place in the household. Isn't it like a cottage industry or like a household work? They used to prepare it at home itself. But Europe is the first continent which became more advanced and started producing goods in a large quantities. And that too by establishing the factories and by establishing the industries. So about such industrial revolution we shall see in Europe. That which has first begun in the world is in Europe. I must tell you one more thing here. England is called as the workshop of the world. Most of the inventions had taken place in England, okay, and those inventions had brought a revolutionary change in the process of production. That's the reason why England is considered as a mother of inventions. So let us see about the Industrial Revolution, children. Industrial Revolution, as you know, got started in England in the 18th century. In the beginning, around 18th century beginning, it got started. Soon factory production got started and spread to France, Holland, Germany, Spain, Russia, and countries like England and Germany, which had large reserves of coal and iron and other minerals, took lead in the developing new industries. That's the reason why the industries got concentrated mostly in Germany and Britain. And Britain is one of the leading country because it has got large reserves of coal as well as iron. However, as the times changed, European countries began to use less and less of their own mineral resources, and they relied on the imports of the other countries. They started relying very little on their own resources and bringing the resources from the other country. How? By colonizing by conquering the other countries. They occupied our India and they looted our resources, and they used those resources for the production of goods in their country. And again, these goods prepared in England were sold back in our country. So this kind of colonization process they got started. The old mining towns and old factories were closed down and new factories grew in the new areas. Industrialization also enabled the Europeans to import the agricultural goods, and they not even producing the agricultural products in their own country because the climatic conditions, you know it very well, very little potentiality of the agricultural production takes place there, and mostly they depend upon the imports for the agricultural products, and for the other food and raw material requirements they started importing from the other countries. Europe became dependent upon trade with other countries. Initially, this trade was with their own colonies from Asia, Africa and America. However, as these colonies became independent, they had to develop their own or new ways of trading with them. So we shall read about the Industrial Revolution, what kind of changes it brought in Europe. What are the new machines got introduced which increased the production in the Europe. We shall see in the particular lesson called as Industrial Revolution. This is the end of the unit called as Europe, children. Don't forget to complete the entire fair notes of Europe. Thank you, children.